Hey, how's it going, everybody? Orion612 back with a build video this time. Um, I was having a chat in Mactic's comment section with a few people discussing the Strand build with the new artifacts, um, giving the Threadling proliferation and pack tactics, synergizing with Threaded Blast, Tangled Web, and Shield Crush for ability regen. And I tested it out. It didn't hold up too well in Grandmaster. You can get it done with a trio. You will die a few times, so there is some viability to it. The weave walk, yes, you can run away, but I just didn't enjoy it. I play a little bit more aggressively. So I had taken everything here that you see on screen, which is basically the same type of artifact build that he has in his Strand build, and I jacked it up and made it a little bit different. So here I'm using an exotic bond. We're using Spirit of the Vesper. Yes, don't sleep on this thing. This thing actually hits really hard, and with all the threadling and strand buffs and debuffs that you're doing, this thing is insane. On top of that, we have the apotheosis, because we are a bit in a super spam meta. So I just want to go over the build here. We're using Song of Flame. We're using an Empowering Rift because it does now give ability energy regeneration. I threw on Blink because I suck at Blink, so I just wanted to use Blink, change it up a bit. We have the Arcane Needle. We have a Vortex Grenade. I've been going back and forth with Vortex and Threadling. They're both equally as strong. Threadling you do get back a little bit quicker than the Vortex. We're using Weaver's Call and Lightning Surge. The fragments are Facet of Protection, Facet of Solitude, Facet of Courage, Facet of Hope. This is part to have your class ability come back very, very fast. Facet of Dominance, I interchanged this with Facet of Justice just to synergize with the Lightning Surge and your Transcendent Grenade. But here we have a Void Grenade on, so I threw it on just to see if I would weaken them, and then slide in, grab Devour, and amplify it at the same time and kill the enemy. And then we have Radiant as well with our Arcane Needles, just to get a extra damage bonus. These are the stats. We're trying to reach 100 on all four here. The higher the health, the better. I couldn't get pieces. I'm very limited with pieces. Now I have very low unstable cores because the economy for that is just a dumpster fire. I had like 100,000 yesterday. I built 2 heroes and all 100,000 are gone. So that hopefully will get fixed sooner than later. So basically, in the build, we are also using Berry Bloodline to get Devour. That's how we're going to be helping with health regen. I use Rufus's Fury just because that was one of the weapons he was using in the video, because it does have Hatchling and Demolitionist. But Chaos Reshaped on Yeartide Apex has been a huge hit, so I crafted a Slice and Chaos Reshaped SMG. Currently, right now, I can't infuse it because, yeah, I've got 346 unstable cores. But Chaos Reshaped, while being very aggressive and in battle, will be up at all times. And casting our Rift, we'll be able to sever targets, and Sever basically decreases their damage output. So it makes you a little bit tankier, and it gives you a chance to get your abilities back and continue the loop on it being Radiant, having your Empowering Rift, having your ability regen, having Amplified, having Devour. On top of that, the mods that I'm using here. So this I have to switch just because of the solar subclass I had put on. I was back and forth with Strand, but this goes to Strand. Or double dynamo. So because we're casting our rifts and we have to get close to the enemy, this does build your super incredibly quick. And when you slide into like 10 adds and you pop your rift and you destroy them from Vesper, you're getting about a quarter of your super, and then up to half if you kill all the enemies with it, especially if they're shielded. We're using a bolstering detonation to help get class ability back. We're using a focusing strike to get our class ability back. On top of that, these also, while using them, you are getting buffs. We have firepower, just to get a orb from our grenade. Classic resistant mods. We have recuperation to get a little bit of health back. We have insulation to get the class ability every time we pick up an orb. We are generating a ton of orbs with this build, so they're all over the place for you to scoop up, which is also benefiting your class regen. And then absolution for all 3 of your abilities. On the bond, we have distribution, so we're getting up and close while casting our rift. Doing this will reduce all ability cooldowns. So getting right in there, you pop your rift. Already your ability regeneration is beginning in the rift when using the rift, and then when you're attacking there using your melee or your grenade. So it all stacks and synergizes very well. Reaper again is a part of this loop. So when you're casting your rift, the next weapon final blow you get spawns an orb, so the orbs continue to come. And then here we just put bomber just as is. I think I only had 1 point left, I think. Yeah, so you can put the melee or bomber. It's dealer's choice depending on how your stats turn out. So, but yeah, this, I am going to show gameplay in the background. This build, it surprised the hell out of me because you're getting your super back. You're just destroying everything. You have pretty much every buff in the game. You have a variety of utility with your weapons, with your weapon perks, and then the all-around combination of arc, strand, void, sever, sever from eminence, weaken, radiant. You're getting all these buffs that are generating your class ability, and then the more you pump out, the more it's giving back into the Guardian. And then obviously you have Song of Flame. So when you are popping your super, it scales solely on super stat now. They adjusted that before the launch, or actually at the launch of Ashen Iron. So the grenade and melee stats no longer stack with the super stats, of Song of Flame. But another perk of this is your damage rotation now is if you're up close, you cast a rift, your threadlings go out, you shock him, your ability regen is beginning, your allies' ability regen is beginning to kick in, you do your incinerator snap, and then you throw your grenade. So you can utilize all 3 instead of just using your snap and your grenade, or you can just use it to stay alive, and then you're casting an empowering rift and staying in that and letting the actual timer of the super get as much stretch as it can, so that you can, if it's a panic pop to stay alive and get to cover, you can do that as well. It's a very useful and utilitarian super. So this is the build. Again, I might turn blink off. I just was using blink in a weird experiment to see if it was able to get away from gunfire quicker than burst glide and balance glide if I wasn't amplified off of my lightning surge. So without further ado, I wanted to call this build slide in and give her the shocker. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing for the thumbnail. I thought it would be hilarious because you're actually sliding in and you are giving the enemies the shocker. So anyway, I'm a cheese ball. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next vid, and enjoy the gameplay in the background, and let me know what you think of this build. It's a strange one. So don't forget to sub, and thanks again also for all the support. You guys are awesome. All right, peace.
done for. That opens this whole region for resettlement. It's clearly still too hot for that. Maya's forces roaming around and whatnot. But long term, this could be quite habitable. Lots of infrastructure still standing. Plenty of salvage. I bet the House of Light would love this place.